Welcome back. We've met some extraordinary people on this edition of Public Affairs Unpeached, but we are not done yet. This beautiful lady is Rose Diggs. She was Cobb County's Foster Parent of the Year last year, and wait till you hear why. Rose definitely loves children, loves helping, loves giving back. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
How many foster children would you say you've had since you've been a part of the program?
As the count last May was 162.
Oh my goodness.
And I've done more since then.
Why is it that you do this, Rose? This is definitely a passion, a love.
Yes, it is. It's just deeply ingrained in me. Growing up in our house, we always had other people's children in our home, so they were just always a part of us. So I've always felt that, there's always a need, and anytime there's a need, people should reach out and try to fulfill those needs.
When we talk about it takes a village, you definitely know that feeling. You told me originally you're from Liberia.
Liberia, West Africa, that's correct.
So a lot of kids and families growing up with you in the home.
Yes, and the system is a little different there because you don't have to go through, DFACS and so forth. But if someone sees that there's a child in need, they'll just go ahead and take that child in and raise that child.
More than 140 foster children, but you have two beautiful biological children as well.
Yes.
Your daughter's here with us.
Yes, she is.
How tough was that for them growing up, always having other kids in the house?
Well, during the time I had my children, my biological children, I didn't do fostering. And that's because I was a full-fledged businesswoman. And it was in my heart, and I knew that the time wasn't quite right. So once my kids got old enough where my daughter was off in college and my son was graduating from high school and going off to college, by the time she had graduated from law school, because she's an attorney here in Atlanta.
Wow.
Then I said, now it's time to go back, because I was at a position in my life where I could devote my time.
How many years have you been doing this, Rose?
9.
I would imagine the kids that you're getting in your home, what you're seeing has changed from the problems they're having, drug-addicted parents, and how has that changed?
Well, it's kind of in some cases getting worse because of the opioid problem that we're all hearing about more and more each day. So it's, more and more kids are coming into foster care. So there's really a great need for good homes. So if you're out there and you have a heart and you have a place, please consider becoming a foster parent.
But Rose, we know not everyone can be a foster parent or an effective one. What's the key to being good at what you do?
Well, the key is lots of love. And I've always, with all of my children, treated them as if they were my biological children. I don't see them as foster children. Lots of patience, because these kids come into the system with a lot of baggage. So it takes a lot of patience and understanding to try to pretty much, kind of put yourself in their place and try to figure out, if you were there, what would you want or need for somebody to get you out of where you are.
And love is a big part of it. Now, you're also the CEO and founder of 7 Down, or Down 7 Up 8
Incorporated.
That's what is that?
Well, it's a 501c3. And we basically, the meaning is, no matter how many times things in life might kick you down, get up one more time. And if it means reaching out to someone to help pull you up, that's fine as well, but always get up one more time. So our organization does a lot of outreach, community outreach, and we work with foster, adopted, and at-risk children.
And you do a lot, but
yes.
Tell us about Princess for a Day and Boys to Men.
Okay, these are two of our main events we do every year. Princess for a Day, girls ages 2 to 18. They come in and they have makeup, nails, hair done, and then they get to pick from hundreds and hundreds of dresses. And they get all dressed up, made up, and they go into the ballroom. And then there's the fairy godmother room for the younger kids. And for the teenagers, we've got the Coach Camille's Corner. And in there, they learn perfect poise, face facts.
Wow, that's a lot.
They learn about vision boards and journaling and things that can help.
Now, in 15 seconds, Boys to Men, also a great program
Boys
you're doing.
to Men, we dress the boys up in business attire, teach them etiquette. We have a panel of successful men that come in and to teach them how to tie ties and just great
Everything.
things that we do with the
Rose,
boys.
thank you so much for joining us. We're running out of time, so thanks to all of our guests for joining us this morning. Be sure to join us for another edition of Public Affairs on Peach.